Welcome to Two Brummies and a Backpack. I'm Graeme.
I'm Sarah.
And we are in the charming town of St Peterport, which is the capital of the Channel Island, Guernsey. And we're here on a 5-day hiking trip to check out this island and to do some hikes along the coast, around the beaches, and check out all the other attractions that this island has to offer. We arrived about an hour ago. It's quite warm here. In fact, it's really warm, warmer than Birmingham. Came here using an airline called Orani, and the flight was around about £100. Took about 50 minutes. So if you walk away from St Peterport, not towards Vale but the other end by Castle Cornet, and then it's a bit busy around here. The road splits off. You don't go down, you go up this rather mighty hill. Let's get ourselves into the shade. But there's loads of things I want to show you en route on this hike, but what I could do is we'll go straight to the cafe first, and then on the way back I'll stop and show you all the nice little things to look at. Sarah's killing me here. We're like a couple of greyhounds coming out the traps trying to get to this cafe. But this might be a good way to do it actually. Straight to the cafe and then have a leisurely walk back. Sarah has literally made us walk down here so quick. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fermain Bay, Guernsey. Don't forget to follow the signs to Fermain Bay. You don't want to go down there. You got to keep going up before you go down to get the chip butty and the pint and the Aperol spritz for the lady. Here we go. Arrive at the beach cafe, Fermain Bay. Arrived at the beach cafe. Disaster for Sarah as the kitchen was closed, so she couldn't get her chips. So we've had to opt, sadly, for a cheesecake instead. A strawberry cheesecake. Check it out. Golden pint of San Miguel. £20 that was.
Have a go.
Just for the record. What's your verdict, Sarah?
Tastes like trifle cake.
Trifle?
Mm.
Oh yeah, it's funny, isn't it? It's like cream cheese, isn't it?
Mm.
What are you thinking, Sarah? Do you think that's good value?
€9.50 for an apple is not too bad. I'm comparing it, but again, like go to Italy.
Mm.
And we out to Bridge Venice. It was €9 for an Aperol spritz, and that's the busiest place.
How much was that one?
£9.50.
£9.50. The cake was, how much was the cake? £5.
Yeah.
The cake was £5 and the pint was £5.95. It shows what it's come to when I was standing there looking at the price of the pint, £5.95, and saying, oh, that's good value, sir. It's mad what you get used to, isn't it, with prices going up everywhere. Let's have a little explore around the beach cafe Fermain Bay then. So you've got a seating area that goes just at the top there, all the way round here. Counter here where they sell cake, beer, coffee. Although we came here and it's like 4 o'clock on a Wednesday, and the kitchen was closed, so we couldn't order any chips or anything like that, which is a bit disappointing because I did want to get a sandwich and some chips. Some toilets here, and over here you've got this Fermain Bay Tower. Let's go and have a look at this. So this is a loophole tower, and there's loads of these dotted around Guernsey, and we'll see them over the next few days as we go walking around the coastal paths and the beaches. I believe you can actually hire this out to stay in There's an Airbnb. And then if you just walk down here, you come onto Fermain Bay Beach. No dogs between 1st of May and 30th of September. And then let's go down and have a look at this beach. It's a pebbled beach with some sand right down near the sea. Let's have a walk over here. Gorgeous, isn't it, this? Absolutely beautiful. A lot of boats, like really expensive boats. More up here. It's just such a nice little spot. As we head back, I'll take you along up and over this cliff path and round the other side, but we're just sitting there where those umbrellas are, looking out onto the beautiful Fermain Bay. There you go, if you want to Google this place, the Fermain Bay Tower. Staying in that. Love to do that. If I get enough comments below on staying Fermain Bay Tower, 2 brummies and a backpack, then I might just do that, because as I was walking I was thinking, do you know what, that'd be a really fun video and a nice little weekend away. So we're just finishing off here, and then we're going to head back along the coastline. One thing to mention about being at Fermain Bay that really is fantastic, we're right over where the planes come in, so you get to see almost some pilot's eyes from where we are. Check it out. Honestly, I do think I could spend a day here, even if I wasn't stopping near here. Travel the island to come here, spend a morning on the beach, get some lunch, back on the beach in the afternoon. It's just really nice.
There's something decisive about eating out. I reckon it's an ADHD thing.
Sarah's got ADHD, I haven't. Let me just show you one final view of Fermain Bay. Beach cafe, tower that you can stop in, and then Fermain Bay here. Gorgeous boats and a seagull. So we just walked up the first flight of stairs back from the beach house, and there's another flight of stairs to go. So would you say this was a beginner's hike?
Slow, it's alright.
You definitely have you have to have a half decent pair of lungs on you. We missed our path. We have to go down these steps. So many walking trails around here. I think for some people this might be quite exposed. They might not like heights. Because it is
like heights, they wouldn't want to walk along a cliff path.
Sarah's told me off. I'll take that back. If that stays in the video or not. Apparently it's not exposed whatsoever. And I'm putting people off coming here, which I am in a way, because I don't want too many people coming here. It's a little bit like when we go to Austria, you've got to kind of keep it a little bit undercover.
Edge there, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so you could jump off there and die.
No, you couldn't jump off there, you'd just land in the bushes.
What are these?
The ozone steps.
And why are you going down them?
Because they're here.
Sarah's still hangry, you know, because she couldn't get chips earlier. Ozone steps these are. Just basically you can just get to it off the coastal path. Let's go down, see what they're all about. This is fascinating, look at this. Oh, that looks a bit exposed, sir. Check this out. What a find. We're going to go all the way down. Sarah's going down, so I'm going down. Rabies prevention.
I think we'll get all the way down. I'm a bit too small. I don't think I'll get back up.
If you're not good at it, then you're going to drown, aren't you?
That's what I mean.
I'll have to leave you here. But that's the cliff path that we're walking along. You know what? The sea level comes right the way up here. Looks like the tide's coming in anyway, so we better get ourselves up before we drown. This is quite a unique spot. I'm fascinated to understand that business about the animals. Right then, babe, should we get back up the steps? Let's go. Ozone steps explained by Sarah.
Originally built to allow the former governor of Guernsey and his wife a way to access in privacy a private bathing spot, 90 steps down to a rocky outcrop and small beach. Good shoes are recommended as ground is uneven in parts. It is situated between Fermain Bay and Bluebell Woods on the coastal path. I feel like there were shells stuck on there.
Yeah, yeah. And all up here.
Yeah.
Like shell
I
art.
don't know why it's not on there anymore.
So we continue along this coastal path back to St Peterport. More steps. So we're getting a good sweat on. See, that's exposed.
That is, but there's a fence there, so why would you...
But you wouldn't go past this bit, would you?
Why would you even be on the edge there?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we meander along the coastal path. Honestly guys, I'm blowing out my backside now. Look at the views. This section of this walk. Halfway between Fermain Bay and St Peterport, you've got these houses here, which have this. Look at this for a view. Look at this. Look at these houses. They are absolutely stunning. They've got to be millions of pounds worth, these houses. You know, if money was no object to me, buying a house on this road would be on the list, on the spreadsheet. So that's the end of the Millionaires Row, and we're coming back onto the coastal path. Clarence Battery. Check this place out. Clarence Battery, you literally just come off that coastal walk, you can't miss it. Look at this. You've got cannons here. This is like an old gun battery. Here comes Bab. Look, there's Millionaires Row. We've just walked along there. And you can probably see some boats just out there, which is Fermain Bay. But there's quite a sea breeze around here, which is nice. Over here, we've got, look, you can see where they used to be. These must be mounts for big guns back in the day. Lovely view of Castle Cornet and some bathing pools down there. What a beautiful evening.
Gotta get down to that other bit, it's just cliff edge, you just fall off.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So is this a Second World War thing?
I don't know.
I was expecting you to come at me with some facts there. So I think it was built in 1779, but then the Germans obviously occupied it when they took over the island as a gun space. Now we're going to walk down, so we're not going to come exactly the same way that we came here. We're going to go down. There's a new set of stairs that's been built by Clarence Battery, which heads down towards St Peterport. So we're going to take these steps. These steps are new. So we've been coming to Guernsey on and off for the past, what, I don't know, five, just after COVID we started coming to Guernsey. And these steps were originally here, but they just crumbled away and closed off. But they've rebuilt them. And it's another way to get up onto that coastal path. Those are the steps we've just walked down, this little rocky area, and then you've got these bathing pools here, which I don't blame people for getting in them because it's a beautiful summer's evening. Just walking back actually, and we've just come across this place, which obviously it's closed now, but it's called La Villette Underground Military Museum. This is a underground military museum. So coming over to this little area is pretty cool. You can go to the bathing pools. Come have a look around this place. And there we go. We arrived back basically where we started, with the old octopus restaurant in front of me, which has obviously been burnt down. But we started and then we walked up and up there and over there. So I think, just to summarise that up, if you come to Guernsey, especially if you're stopping in St Peterport, you have to do that little trail over to Fermain Bay and back. It's loads to see. It's tough in parts, but it's definitely well worth it. We're two brummies and a backpack, and I'll see you in the next one.